Alright, good morning traders. This is your daily trade analysis, your free video from SeasonalSwingTrader.com. We are looking at the March cocoa contract. That's CCH7 March cocoa contract. Currently trading around 21.35 or so, just getting hammered again to the downside, around down 55 points or about 2.5%. This is an end of day chart, so that would put you right around here, testing the bottom edge of this triangle here that you see on the chart. So when we have our end of day update around 5 p.m. Central, you'll see this bar drastically lower coming and testing this support here. So the downtrend still continues. Looks like we are trying to start a bottom formation. I do like this continued weakness in cocoa. I think that we are gearing up for a possible leg higher. A lot of strong seasonal tendencies lining up for us. As you can see here, we've got the 3 and 5 bottoming out right here, right around near the 1st of February, so sometime next week. Also, the 10 and 15-year averages also historically pointing higher here. So I do like the continued weakness here. I would welcome new lows, setting us up for a better lower entry point and a move higher. First target would be the 236, where we have some past price action here, and then possibly up to the 382. If we go look at the weekly chart, you can see that we are at some support here on the weekly, kind of a decision point, line in the sand. Again, we're trading around 21.35, 21.40 in current market conditions, so we're resting right up here along this trend line. If we look over at the monthly chart, you can see I've done a little minor case study here. Feel free to print this out if you'd like. The green circles represent bounces in February and March, which line up with our seasonal trend. So going all the way back to 08 here, you can see that we've had prices higher, prices higher, prices higher, prices higher, so on and so forth. You can see we'll go all the way to current market. Here is the bar that calculates each day for the current price action. You can see, though, that most years, historically, we've risen in February, March, so we do like this trade. Also, as just a point of reference, you can see that April typically brings lower prices. So if we get in this trade in February, we'll look to ride the trend higher through February, possibly into March, if we can hang on. And then we would look to be exiting and tighten up stops going into April. As you can see, all of the boxes and arrows pointing down are the April prices, where we typically go lower. So we definitely want to be out, don't want to give back any of those gains. Cocoa market can be a little wild. I wouldn't say it's as wild as coffee, but the softs in general, coffee, cotton, sugar, orange juice, and cocoa, can have some wild swings, but cocoa trades in $10 per tick increments. So it's certainly manageable. You just have to check the options chains if you're trading options and manage liquidity. Let's look at another way to possibly play cocoa, and that is through NIB. It's a cocoa ETN, or exchange traded note, which means it has underlying futures contracts behind it. So it is a derivative type contract, but it can be traded kind of like a stock. Fairly illiquid, but if we're looking for a larger move, it shouldn't really matter. So what I point out here are the positive moves from a seasonal standpoint. So this is NIB. It hasn't been around as long as the cocoa contract, but you can see here, this is the point that we were looking at on our futures chart, looking to get long here. Going in, you can see a little bit of choppiness through March, and then you can see this sell-off here going into that occurs typically through April. Now you can see also some bounces right in mid-April, so we'll just watch this. We'll definitely look at the futures contract before we look at NIB, but this is another possible alternative to play cocoa futures. So that's your free tip of the day. Want to remind you that Trade Thirsty has their 3-man market mastermind this Saturday, January 28th, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern, and will run through 12 p.m. Eastern. We've got a great lineup of 3 speakers. Todd Gordon of TradingAnalysis.com, selecting the ideal strike price and options, followed by Sarah Potter, extra weekly income generating trades for the options trader. And then lastly, Stephen Place, how to earn $500 to $1,000 per week with no added risk, less stress, and more freedom. So looking forward to this session. All options traders, you can certainly play these trades and setups and strategies with stocks, but they will teach you some unique strategies for what's working with them in today's options market. So hope to see you there, and until next time, trade safe.